What's up and welcome to Champions of the Griddle, a show that makes pancakes of all the kick-ass characters of Idle Champions. I'm your host as always, Trevor Bettis, and with me each week is one of my favorite human beings in the world, Lee Goldberg.
Hello, favorite human being in the world, and I'm coming to you live from the temperate, beautiful, cool, calm Icewind Dale.
That's right, and be sure to stick around for the end of the show where we make our usual dragon bait pancake. I couldn't do it past that.
That's okay. Look, all we know is that in whatever timeline, I'm always a pancake artist. It's my glorious purpose.
It's true. It's true. Yes, Sean could not make it today, so I'm filling in for him. As you can see, the overlay is just okay. I had to panic make it this morning. I had to pancake make it. Yeah, I know. I should already leave the show. Anywho, we're still gonna do.
It's not a good audition, buddy.
It's not a good audition. Somewhere Sean is just going. So, yeah, hello, everybody in the chat. We got Jay modding with us today, and they're getting everything set up. Let's see. Cassius335, Garlock artwork on standby. Man, that'd be great, but no. We're gonna be.
I would love to do a Storyteller Presents episode.
That'd be pretty cool. But no, we got some cool stuff planned. We got a 2-hour stream, and this is just the beginning. So. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
I will.
Sean's not feeling well. We miss him. We love him. But
yeah,
the show must go on.
Absolutely. TTRPG gives. Wait, what? Trevor? Yes, I'm here to take over. No, I'm not taking over. I will say this, chat. I'm not Sean, obviously. There will probably be not as much Critical Role talk because I don't know things. Also, if you have questions about the game, save them for next week.
Or just ask them and we'll give you hilariously wrong answers. And Garwar will get to spend most of his extended time cleaning up our mess.
Yeah, leave a bunch of questions that we'll send to Gar for his 4-hour stream after this. He'll pick up our mess. Oh, boy.
You can have such fun tracks as Eliwick. Pretty sure she's from Final Fantasy.
That'd be great. Oh man. Now I'm just thinking of having D&D characters in Final Fantasy, and that sounds fantastic.
I'm always thinking about that.
I'm always thinking about Final Fantasy. That's my secret.
Yeah, I just watched that the other day.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. My wife and I binged all the Marvel movies during quarantine, and that was an experience because we hadn't watched a lot of those a second time,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just so dang fun. They're just so dang fun.
The Captain America ones are the ones I've probably watched the most multiple times.
I do love Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier is probably my favorite.
I'm a big Spider-Man dude, and I really like the Spider-Man MCU movies. So those are my number one in my heart.
I watched those a second time because pretty much every one I had seen, there was like something going on and some reason that like I didn't really get everything. so I rewatched them to give them their due diligence, and they're good.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Tom Holland, he's a good Spider-Man.
he's a good Spider-Man. I don't know what to say. Real good.
He slings those webs. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Just keep, as your review goes on, you just keep getting higher and higher pitched.
And I just gotta say, really enjoyed the fight scenes. The scene in the car with Vulture.
We call these the helium reviews. Oh boy, let's see, because on my other shows, if you don't know, I do other shows on C&E with Champions Lore, Champions Psychology, but this is Griddle Champions, and I don't save the questions for the end of the show because that would be ridiculous. Let's see what chat's doing now. Let's see. Our Green Paradox, Pancake at the Disco. Ooh. I don't know. I just want that. Can we somehow make one of these into also a disco ball? No,
I
don't do
mean,
it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
We're frankly not that far off in terms
Let's see, Andrew Mech. I think I'll have waffles for lunch just to be contrarian. Well, fine, whatever.
Cool,
Actually,
man.
here's
you get one style and that's it ever.
Here's a Trevor story that is a good one. My wife took me out for my birthday one year. We went out to breakfast, and I ordered pancakes, big stack of pancakes. And
Smart.
While the food was coming, my mom had called me to wish me happy birthday, so I was on the phone with her. And so the food's coming out, I'm on the phone with her, and the dude puts a waffle in front of me, and my wife immediately goes, "That's not what he," and I was like, and I gave her like this little handshake, and I finished with my mom. She's like, "But that's not what you ordered." I'm like, "Yeah, but like suddenly a waffle sounded really freaking good." So even though it was not what I ordered, I was like, you know what? I'm okay with this. I'll go with it. But we're not here for waffles today. It's pancakes only day.
If you could unbreak my heart, that would be great.
Unbreak my heart. Let's see. Wandering Bereft? I think that's how you say it. So, Trevor, in case you don't know, every week on this show, Sean has a free license to spoil everything he wants about the game. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, let me tell you about all the things. No, not doing that. I like my job that I've only had for 5 days.
Congratulations on your new job.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. It's going so far. It is how I was able to jump in so quickly to do this today.
I know. So I get a message from Sean this morning. He says, "I have an excruciating headache. I'm taking some Advil to see how it goes." And then he goes, "Yeah, no, it's going to be a hard pass for me. I'm really not feeling well." And so that's, I want Sean to always be at his best and feeling his best. So I would never be like, "Suck it up, Buttercup. Got to get a show going."
Sean also gets higher pitched as he talks.
Really gonna miss the show. No, but so I DM Trevor and I'm all, "Hey man, you up?" And I guess I didn't come back quite fast enough for your response, because you were like, "Yeah," and then you're like, "Was this on purpose?" And so I was like, "Hey, so Sean is not feeling well, and I either need to get a temporary fill-in for hosting or need to get the this is a postponed episode," which I don't want to do because I love you guys and I missed you last week. And also I miss you every day. So I was like, and I need to start mixing by 9 in a half hour. So let me know.
Like, I had literally just gotten out of the shower and was still not awake, and you texted me that, and I was just like, oh, Lee probably just wants to talk about, like some live show stuff. And then it was that I went, guess I'm logging into work now.
Stepped up in a big way, and I'm never going to forget it.
Well, I could never forget you to begin with. I gotta read this one, though. Storyteller Bar says, "I haven't eaten yet, and now that Griddle Champions is live, I realize that was a huge mistake." To which Jay puts into our text doc, "Yeah, this is a mood." Like, I also had literally, when you messaged me, had just put a bagel in the toaster oven. So I had to rush out here to my computer. So I had to yell to my wife, I'm like, "Hey, I'm really sorry to be annoying. Could you put butter on my bagel for me and bring it out here?"
Nice.
Let's see. Sketch BG. What's up?
Actually, I have a similar situation. I got my baby up. I got him his breakfast, and I gave the dog her medicine, and I took out, I did all the things you're supposed to do. And then I'm messaging you and trying to figure out what's going on. So I was like, "Babe, I started the coffee, but I have not had a chance to make us any cups." And she, without asking, she brought me a cup. So yay for supportive partners.
I love it.
Family. You just sounded very much like you were about to go family.
Yeah, in the Vin Diesel voice. It's It's family.
Ooh.
Ooh. Sketch BG says, how pancake fast? I don't know. Lee, how pancake fast?
Years practice.
There we go. Years practice. How pancake fast? Years practice.
A big part of it is you practice a whole bunch, and then you get to a point where you go, you know what? I'm making goop into art. I'm playing with my food.
Please get a business card that says Lee Goldberg, I turn goop into art. That's it. That's all it says. On the back, maybe a Twitter handle.
Maybe a contact information so I can get paid.
Storyteller Bars says Dom from Fast and the Furious and Idle Champions win whenever family is needed.
I level up.
I level up. Kevin Bulwer says Trevor's taking over. First Ovo Lauren, then Sean. Next to the world. Yes, you've deciphered my plan. I do want to say, when you're talking about, you turn goop into art, like, I've watched you make pancakes countless times. Yeah, I've watched you make a pancake of my face, and it's still magic every time. I'm still like, I don't understand. My brain cannot wrap itself around what you're doing.
A big part is to just stop caring. Like, just to turn off that part of your brain. It's like, oh man, I really need to make sure this turns out right. Because it's cooking. I'm cooking it right now,
Yeah.
So,
well, see, I can barely make a normal pancake and it be okay. Like, they are all going to be different shapes and sizes. They are all going to be of different burnt consistencies. It's not great. In fact, the first time I decided to make pancakes for the family, I opened the box upside down. So then I had to turn my head to read the directions. So I didn't pour everything out.
I gotta say, I feel like there's probably a better way to have done that than to, like, well, I guess now I'm upside down.
I was 12, okay?
Okay, well, things are starting to make a little...
The Matrix had just come out, and I was watching it every chance that HBO would play it. I had more important things on my mind.
I feel like The Matrix just came out for guys and women and everyone our age to say, look,
it was weird.
Matrix had just came out. Like, just trying to explain all the wild things that we have done.
I genuinely feel like people from our generation, if someone was just like, the Matrix had just come out, people would go, oh, okay, now I get you.
Especially like some of like our wardrobe choices and things.
Oh my god!
Like, hey, let me see what kind of sunglasses are you wearing in that? Look, The Matrix had just come out.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, do those glasses you're wearing in that picture have arms there? Matrix just come out.
I see here on your resume, and I don't know why you even put it on there, is you took Kung Fu for 4 days. Look, The Matrix had just come out, and I didn't realize.
It's for 4 days.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much that was.
Oh, jeez.
I got in there wearing my trench coat and trying to bullet time dodge people's punches. It didn't work. I had a bloody nose.
I also feel like that works in the game industry, where it's just like, let's see, it says here that during these years you were the bullet time specialist. The Matrix had just come out. Oh. Every game in that era had a bullet time, I swear. Yeah, Viva Pinata had bullet time somehow, I know it.
There was a Matrix game for PlayStation, I want to say 2.
There were 2 of them. There was Enter the Matrix and Path of Neo.
Right. I think I think both are kind of fun, but Enter the Matrix, that's the one where you could be what's her
name? Niobe?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. I love The Matrix. Like, I've already apologized to my wife about how terrible I'm going to be when that 4th movie comes out. I will be insufferable.
More so.
Yes, more so.
Like, it gets, that's like a having a stereo and you're at 10 and you're like, hey, check this out. And then it's like, oh no, there's an 11 on there. I'm just kidding. I find you very sufferable. I suffer you very greatly.
I suffer you very greatly. That's like the best compliment ever.
I think that works. If you're insufferable, that's some real Young Justice logicking right there.
Yeah.
I'm whelmed.
Also, to the person that pointed out in the chat that this is a 23-year-old movie, that wasn't necessary. It's not necessary.
I'm almost a 37-year-old person, so yeah.
Why'd you have to come at me like that? You came at me like an agent, and I didn't have my bullet time ready. Let's see.
I don't know if bullet time was like a meter that they had in the game. Like, oh, hey, I need you to do me a favor. I'm gonna dodge those bullets you're shooting at me, but like I just did 5 minutes ago, so like I'm gonna need a short rest.
Oh jeez. Oh, they said they were 23. I was 23 when it came out. Well, there you go.
So it's the opposite thing. It's the opposite of what we were talking about.
Yeah. But it is a 23-year-old movie, I think. No, it's 22. 22. Almost 23. That's fair. We're starting to get a few flips in the chat, but I feel like that's a little bit early.
No.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it?
Oh, you can sit in Sean's seat, but you do not.
I don't. You have the power. You have the spatula, sir.
I know.
You flip when you want.
Here's the thing that's so cool about Sean. There's a lot of things that's so cool, but can we just give a moment to say that Trevor, while you are wonderful and I love having you,
I can never be Sean.
Yeah,
I can never be and will never pretend to be Sean.
That's why even in our like little pretend opener was like, well, okay, well, we can't say forever.
Oh yeah. Thing. Oh, look at that.
Hi.
Yeah, what voice does this pancake have, Lee?
I'm beautiful. It's the same voice we give my dog Stella. She's a pug rat terrier mix who sometimes, like when there's food, she's really good about, she won't try to take your food from you. Like you could put a plate on the ground and walk away from it, and she won't take it, but she will beg for it, as dogs do.
Yep.
And she'll just sit kind of like she's trying to be person and just look like a gargoyle loaf of a dog. It's like, I love some sandwich, please.
It got steamy. Ooh.
Griddle Champions.
Griddle Champions.
Dark.
Steamy edition. Oh jeez. Okay, let's sit.
Your butter voice.
Yes, my buttery voice. It's the butter for the pancakes. Let's see. Kevin Bulwer says, when is Trevor's Guide to Everything stream? Never. Couldn't do it. I did one stream of Idle Champions, and I told people beforehand that I'm bad at that game. I just really love it. And then they learned it, and they were mad at me.
Trevor's Guide to a couple of things.
Trevor's Guide to 30 seconds of input. County Koo says, question, are there any gunpla in today's pancakes since Trevor is hosting? You know, if I could control everything, on my personal stream, I was building Gundam models, which I came to find out is called Gunpla because it is Gundam plastic models.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. And so yeah, if it were up to me, 100%, there'd be Gundams all over this place. He would have just done a tall geese. Cassius 335. Trevor, question: do you know anything about the Lost Mines of Fendelver? Yeah, I know a lot. I've run the beginning of that game so much that I could run it without the book because I freaking love it.
I want to play it.
Lost Mines of Fendelver is the adventure that is in the starter kit. And I love that thing. I tell people all the time, like, if you haven't gotten into D&D, it's not just the best way to learn the rules, it's one of the best adventures you could play for your first time. Love everything about it.
Yeah, I've never actually played any of the modules. I've only ever done like homebrew stuff, which is fun and cool. But I really do. It's like I'd love to try everything I want to try.
I want to try all the things. Yeah, at my table, I usually kind of exclusively run modules, mainly to save on time, but also because I have this like MCU style thing going on in my games where every game is in the same world.
Universe.
So it doesn't matter if it's a different group, they are in the same world as my other players around the same time.
I mean, shoot, Garlock.
Yeah. Garlock is from my home game, because... And
he's an NPC, right?
Yeah, and he wasn't even a planned NPC. He's actually from Lost Mines of Phandelver. Very early on, there's some goblins that attack, and my party was fighting them, and then like, we keep one alive, and so they did, and they were trying to get information from him, and my sister's character, Violet, it was her first game of D&D ever, and she was like, hey, can I try to like, you know, get him to talk to us? And so she like has her character like kneel down and like is like really like calming and sweet with the goblin. It's just like, hey, we just like, you know, we want to be your friend. And I was like, roll a persuasion check, and she rolled her first nat 20.
Nice.
And I was like, there's no way, like, I can't not let this happen. So I just had this goblin immediately learned the power of friendship, which is why that's so big with Garlock. And
did she give him an onion?
No, that actually was off the fly on the first game. That had not been a thing before. I just decided to pick that up. But no, so they traveled with Garlock, like him showing them around and everything. And then there was a situation where two of my players were split from the party and were totally about to just get destroyed, and it was our second game ever. And I'm like, okay, no. And I just decided that Garlock suddenly had magic powers. And
Deus Ex Garlockia.
Yeah, but then I've built it out into this backstory that no, he's actually a sorcerer. He thinks he's a wizard, but he had these powers from the get-go.
That's cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Star Chaser says, congratulations on the new job, Trevor. Thank you, Star Chaser. Appreciate that. Oh, Counting Coup. Question. Weekend buffs, eh?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, yeah. Shoot. I have...
We don't have Sean here, so I guess we probably don't even.
Yeah, no, there's no way we could ever know that information possibly at all.
Little inside baseball. Only Sean ever knows.
It's true. No one else in the company actually knows what is going on. And when Sean says it, it happens. Let me see if I can get the right names and everything for it. Lee, I feel like I'm talking too much. You talk a bit.
Well, frankly, I could hear you talk forever. That would do me just fine. But I mean, oh, okay, I got something.
There we go.
Something real juicy.
Juicy. Breaking news.
I ate an orange this morning, and it was very juicy.
I'm proud of you.
Hey, I'm a dad. That joke came straight from the book. No, the reason we weren't here last week, and the reason I wasn't able to be a part of the Storyteller Presents this season, I guess, was we were going to Minnesota, and we met Ashley, my fiance's biological father, for the first time ever, and he didn't even know he was a father until about 3-4 months ago when Ashley sent him the most bizarre greeting card he's ever received. Think Yeah, and it went really, really well.
That's awesome.
They have this beautiful cabin in Minnesota, and I think I sent. Oh yeah, when I was asking you how you were doing and all that kind of stuff, when that was when you were just starting up your new position and dealing with the stuff like that. I'm like, would it make you feel better if I sent you a picture of me on a jet ski?
Oh yeah.
Will this help? And you're like, you know what? Surprisingly, yeah.
It did. It really did. It's kind of like that old Daniel Tosh joke. It's like they say money can't buy happiness, but try frowning on a wave runner.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And we would get in the kayaks and
there
stuff
we go.
too. And it was just really great. And it's just real bizarre how much Ashley and her dad are alike in mannerisms. They look so much alike. Like, fraternity test be damned. Once they saw pictures of her, like, oh yeah, that's your daughter.
I love it. That's so good. I love stories like that. They warm my heart so dang much.
Plus, how cool is it to be on that end where it's like, hey, last week I wasn't. This week I'm a grandfather.
Right.
So it was it was a really good time, and her step family is really sweet and nice as well.
Oh, that's
and
good.
Just it's very much like the like best case scenario situation for something that just had the potential to be so hard, and it wasn't, and it was just great.
That's so good.
Yeah.
God, it's so wholesome. I love it.
For her birthday, they went to a nursery, like a plant nursery, and she picked out a maple tree, and then they planted it in his yard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Ashley owns a maple tree.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. That's just so cute. I'm okay. I got the information about the weekend buffs. So this weekend, Nyali, Shaka, Korth, Nova, Bailoff, Sweetener. Oh
What?
no, that's not a thing.
Did you just accidentally like spoil?
No,
something
I'm just like no, that's not a thing. That's just stuff.
Your grocery list.
Yeah. But it is the color spray weekend. So those are the champions that are going to be buffed to help you get through all those midsummer variants. You know, like,
is there a world where you know what is being buffed, or you just have the names right now? It's okay. No one's expecting you to be Sean.
Well, see. Here's the thing. I didn't say it because I don't know if Sean said it, but yeah, I do have. This is a world where I know what's getting buffed.
Okay, yeah. Sean usually doesn't just say who it is.
Okay, Nyali,
Aura. Oh, he also does it.
What?
I'm so sorry.
No. Hey. You tell me. You tell me.
He does it in a British accent every time.
Nyali has the courage of aura of courage plus 200%.
I'm so sorry to interrupt again. More like a Cockney British accent.
Nyali's got an aura of that's more Australian, isn't it? I'll get more Cockney
why
in there.
You just use your voice.
Niall is I can't say Nyali in a Cockney accent without sounding Australian. Huh.
I guess you're a cute, nice fill-in, but
I know I'm never gonna be a Sean. I can't get the voices. I can't get all the info at the right times. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a lesser host. But I'm the host.
I'll stop interrupting.
It's okay. Nyali has aura of courage plus 200%. I swear to God. Lee. Shaka, celestial puzzle plus 200%. Korth is calculated plus 200%. Nova, discovery plus 200%. And Bailoff, morbid excitement plus 200%. So have fun with that. Do the things and the stuff. Apples.
Hey, you did a really good job with that, man.
Well, thank you. I'm glad I did because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Welcome to Griddle Champions.
Welcome to Griddle Champions. Sure, everything's made up and the points don't matter. I
understood that reference.
Hey.
Imagine me looking as good as Captain America saying that.
Overlord says nothing like being on stream trying to engage and entertaining while watching Trevor with the rest of C&E team working out the pancakes. Yeah, that was the other thing. It was just like everyone who normally would take care of this was doing something, and so everything was on fire, but it was fine.
What's going to be really interesting is the week where I have a really bad headache and you got to jump in for the art side.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Prepare for the worst art you have ever seen on a griddle in your life. And there's no colors to it. Not a single color. There's also no shading. It will probably just come out as a circle. That's it.
Can you say you can't even do circle pancakes, right?
Yeah, that's true. I can. It's just like, all right, that oval, I guess, is Nyali.
So what you're saying is no one can fill my shoes?
Exactly. No, literally. I do not know of anyone. You are literally the only person I know who can do pancake art. So at least for me, yes.
Sure. But like, no big deal or anything, but can you say it? Can you say that then? Can you say that?
Which one?
You know, that.
No, I got ADD. I don't remember what it was anymore.
No one can fill my shoes?
No one can fill your boots?
I don't really wear boots.
No one can fill your slippers.
I actually have very one size fits all slippers, so that is inaccurate. Most people can.
I want everyone to know this is exactly what our Twitter DMs look like.
It's true.
But yes,
our
no one can fill your shoes.
Is predicated on silliness and me begging him to tell me that no one can replace me. No. That part's less accurate.
Just you message me like, hey, can you tell me I'm amazing? And I probably would just be like, you're amazing.
Hey, not for nothing, but tell me I'm pretty.
Yeah, right? God
no,
dang it.
I don't say that. I think it all the time because brains.
Yep. Oh my God. I'm ruining everything in this text document. Whatever. I'm sorry, Jay. Forgive me. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Garwar says, not gonna lie, I would 100% wear a pair of sunglasses without arms from the Matrix. I get tan lines from regular ones due to the shaved head. Yeah, that makes sense. That is
Andrew.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, Gar. You would look pretty badass in those. Like,
you know what?
The long beard. Yeah, no, that look. You look badass.
Can I speak sarcastically for a second?
Absolutely, and always, it's encouraged.
You look real good, Garwar. Yeah, no, actually, you would. That can we? Is there like a budget for Garwar's Guide to Everything?
A budget for sunglasses. Yeah. Garwar's Guide starts up. It's just him with those glasses. He's got like the black trench coat on. He's just sitting there very seriously. I would love that.
I really hope that we can get a when the next big event happens, that it can have some reason to have Garwar take the Morpheus role.
Yes, it will be found. It will be done. So say we all.
Oh wow!
Nice. Here's the funny thing. I'm not even that big into Battlestar Galactica, but like B-Dave does that occasionally, and it gets stuck in my head. Let's see. Henry Lonewind says, please don't remind us that we have movie memories that are old enough that they could have kids and could legally drink with us. Listen, if I have to be reminded about it, you have to be reminded about it. That's the rule. That's the rule.
Yeah. Can we stop for a minute and talk about Robert Downey Jr.'s Heart and Souls movie that no one seems to remember, but is so good?
Wait. Do you really want to talk about this? I love that movie.
Brother, I was joking because I don't feel like anyone would want to hear about it.
Oh,
but
I don't care.
It's one of the best movies.
I love that movie.
So good.
If you have not seen Heart and Soul from 1990, was it 94? Heart and Souls. Watch it. It is so good.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yep.
Young
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
Somewhere in between problems, I'm sure.
Yes.
It's just it's a heartbreaking movie.
It's so good. So here's my story with that movie. That came out the same time as Jurassic Park. And when I was a kid, my mom took me to go see Jurassic Park, and that T-Rex ate that man off a toilet, and I'm like, I'm 6 years old. I can't do this right now. And so we left the theater, and then like a week later, I was like, I want to try it again. I can do it. I can get through the movie. And so we went to a different theater, sat there, watched the whole movie, loved every minute of it. It's fantastic. And we get out of there, and I don't remember how, but my mom ended up talking to someone that worked at the theater and told them that, like, oh yeah, I got too scared to finish the movie one time, and we came back and finished it this time. She's like, that is so freaking awesome. You know what? Because you did that, here's 2 free tickets. And my mom took me then immediately to go see Heart and Souls after Jurassic Park, which is a very weird juxtaposition of film. But I loved it. It was so good. Also, we talked about The Matrix enough that it's the current giveaway code.
I saw. Oh, man. I love that movie.
It's so good.
I know. No one's ever seen
I actually had my wife watch it during quarantine, and she loved it.
It's great. I have it, and I'm going to make my fiance watch it.
Yeah.
And it's just so good. Plus, it's also a really funny thing where it's like, yeah, if you were a ghost and no one told you, like, hey, finish your unfinished business, like, you wouldn't know to do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the most you're gonna get about it. As Ghost and Robert Downey Jr. If you need any more explanation, I don't know what to tell you.
And it's like super touching.
It is. It absolutely is. Ooh.
Have you ever seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
Yeah, my wife had me watch that. I like that movie a lot.
That's great.
I like that movie a lot. Whoa, whoa. It's so close. It's gonna happen.
Well, sometimes you gotta give it a little bit of
I will be honest. Every time you do that, when you put the spatula under where you're loosening up, I'm nervous as heck. I'm on the edge of my seat. And that I'm not being facetious or joking anyway. I'm so scared that it's gonna rip or something.
Welcome to Griddle Champions.
Welcome to Griddle Champions.
We'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. Let's flip this pancake. Bam!
That was the best tagline you could have done before that flip. It looks amazing, by the way.
Yeah, how much would it suck if when I flipped it, it was like...
You just throw it off the griddle.
Hey, that's why we always say mistakes are delicious.
Mistakes are delicious. If you can't tell, by the way, we are not we. I'm not doing anything. I'm just here to talk. I'm a face and a mouth. Lee is making art from the Sketching Hour.
Right. There have been a few weeks of Sketching Hour that we have missed.
Hosted by Lauren.
Oh, Lauren, you wonderful, wonderful human.
Indeed. Yeah, and I actually think the one you just did was from yesterday's episode.
Yeah, I actually don't have an order assigned on this on this week's one. Sometimes it's like, hey, you need to do this one first. You need to do this one last, or those kind of things. But this one is all the art from the last 3 weeks. Do them how you feel. And I feel good.
I feel good.
We've got a real weird energy this morning because this was the episode that almost wasn't.
The episode that almost wasn't. Okay, yeah, there we go. So yeah, this one was from Wednesdays. The last one we had was the Rainbow Kraken, which was from the 14th. What a grouping of 2 words there. I mean, it's beautiful. Rainbow Kraken.
Yeah, it's been a real pleasure to do these pancakes because they're just like I've always said it too. Like I guess it was probably when they were developing the show to exist, but I've always been like, hey, I would love to do an episode, like just a full episode that honors the art and the artists that give me just such amazing content to make pancakes of. Because I get my art in my emails and I'm always blown away. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make a cool pancake of it, but like, holy cow, what are you doing being so good? So I'm really glad that we've kind of incorporated when we can the Sketching Hour pancakes, because it's also just so unique and different. Like, so, it's like, hey, we're doing Icewind Dale, and we got a lot of really awesome monsters that fit in Icewind Dale settings. So my color palette is sometimes, very much like when we were doing the Avernus stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So fun, and I love doing demons.
Oh yeah,
I ran out of so many tubes of red icing gel doing
I bet. Oh, dude, the friggin' the War Machine you did, so good.
Yeah,
so good.
Dang, callback.
Yeah. But Bob Billy G 2000 says, I was late, needed a nap. Why was this the episode that almost didn't happen? Because I'm not Sean. Sean couldn't make it, and I'm here. Overlay is slightly different. You're still getting your code though, and we're still getting your pancake art, and I guess you're also getting me. Sorry. Let's see. Storyteller Mars.
My friend Trevor apologizes for being awesome.
Storyteller Mars says, oh, Trevor, I got a Gundam kit to put together on stream inspired by you. I used to do it as a kid, and then I randomly found one on sale here, so I picked it up. Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. I love building Gundams. Like I try not to do it too much because they're big. Let me show you. Let me show chat. See, this is the size Gundam I recently built. He's a big boy. This takes up quite a bit of shelf space. Like I don't have a lot of shelf space for these guys. So
yeah, your shelf space is occupied by some real cool stuff.
Yeah, I got a gelatinous cube pop figure, a Strahd pop figure, which is the newest edition, Mind Flayer, Asmodeus, and Minsk and Bill. I'm very jelly because B-Dave got the exclusive Xanathar pop figure from D&D Live, and I'm very upset. Someone put in the chat, who's this? Silky Orange 72. Trevor, why are you not using your lightsaber to flip those pancakes? Look, if I could, I would. But this doesn't have a good flip to it, And it's a little loud, a little distracting, so can't do it.
So, you want to hear a weird flex of...
If you tell me you flipped a pancake with a lightsaber, I'm going to lose it.
It's not that, but the about like laser beam, right? Because I can do like a laser sound. Yeah, I can also do a perfect lightsaber sound effects. All of it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how well it's going to translate over the computers, but
well, we got. Was that the sound?
Yeah, perfect, right?
Run that by me one more time.
That was just me warming up my. Here we go.
Dude!
Yeah, I know. And that was like over a really crappy...
I know, like it kind of got a little cut out, but that the connecting sound, well done. I like that. Here, chat for reference. Here's it getting hit. Oh, yeah. That was. I am impressed. I was not expecting to be impressed, but I am.
Hey, that felt great. That's like saying a joke at work and having a boss go, now that was funny. Like, oh, okay. So literally everything else I've ever done has not been, and
just to give you that self-doubt for the rest of your life.
Oh, buddy, I don't need help with that.
One of the most devastating memes I have seen this year was it's this woman sitting at a computer kind of giving this look like, really? And it says, are you really important enough to have imposter syndrome? And I'm like, oh, cool. My imposter syndrome now has imposter syndrome. Thank you.
Yeah, buddy, but check it out. Your star is shining real bright right now, and I'm loving to see it. So
I appreciate your face. Even though I can't see your face right now, I still appreciate it. And that little lion's face too. He's adorable. Let's see. Kevin Bulwer comes back and says, so we should blame Sean for those Delina weekend chests, I guess. Hey, Delina needs some chests. Let her have them.
Yeah.
Don't be mean to Delina. She's cool. She got a magic card.
Is that a magic car?
No, magic card.
But does she have a magic car?
I mean, she might.
I mean, we were talking about Mr. Feeney and Boy Meets World prior to the stream.
We were.
So, I mean, hello, Delina.
Hello, Delina. Did you know that I was a car in the 80s? Let's see. And no, don't blame Sean for things. Sean's perfect. You don't blame that man for anything. He's
blame Sean for why Griddle Champions continues to be a show, because me just putzing around completely making pancakes would be fun for an episode. But Sean brings the magic.
He brings really brings the magic to it all. Let's see. Oh, so Elodin says, again, congrats to your wife for finding and meeting her bio dad, Lee.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, it was really. I was doing a lot of like check-ins with her during the whole thing, like, how are we feeling? How's it good? Because like on her birthday, there was a party for her that consisted of like all of her new step family, and hopefully they are cool with the fact that it's like, you know, hey, here is your husband's child that is from someone else.
Surprise!
Excited to meet them. But they were, and Teresa was super great, and it's really just awesome that Miles gets to have another grandma and grandpa.
I know, that's so good.
And a summer cabin to check out as he gets older, and he likes the adventure.
He likes the adventure. That's so good. Yeah, like I mean, you and I have been talking about this for a while because
oh my gosh,
because of the stuff with my siblings, and you're like, hey, fun story. I've got something similar with my wife.
Actually, I think I'm trying to remember what chicken or the egg on this one is. I think it came because I've talked about, I'll talk about the situation with close friends of mine. So I came up, and I think I was telling you, like, yeah, it's kind of interesting. We did like a 23andMe and this.
No,
and
it was I had mentioned it on Champions of Lore, and then you had asked me about it the week before, and I told you the whole spiel with it, and then literally the next week it all happened.
Yeah,
it was wild.
Yeah, you've been a real good lifeline for conversations like so. We haven't gotten any information back yet. We're freaking out over here. And then with those situations, it's also, we got some information. We're freaking out over here.
Yeah, it's kind of constantly freaking out.
It's like there is no, like, just like, hey, this is cool. This is going cool. It's always like, oh, okay. I'm not getting any information. This is weird. This is bad. Okay. I'm getting information. This is weird. This might be bad. But it turned out to be just the like that ideal, like, hey, if you were to have this happen, what would you like? Like, oh, I don't know, to feel accepted and have a family. I'm like, oh, okay, we'll give you that real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, for people who don't know, on my end, my similar situation is in 2018, I found out that I have a bunch of half siblings because I am donor conceived, because I have gay moms. It would have been hard the other way. And so yeah, I over the last couple of years I've been finding all these half siblings and trying to figure out who the donor is and everything. So very it's a similar situation there. What are we up to?
Yeah.
We're up to 13 total siblings. Oh yeah, I didn't get to tell you. We found 2 more recently. That was fun.
How recently? Because you did tell me not too long.
Oh, did I? Oh, maybe that was then. Yeah, it was. I think it was last month. I think it was in June, something around there. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I did see someone in the chat saying, I don't know what's going on here. It looks like you're making a manticore. We are well, again, I say we, it's Lee. Lee is currently making
right.
artwork from the sketching hour where they make really cool, interesting creatures and whatnot that are mashups, or I think if I heard Lauren correctly, they basically do like a roll to see what type of creatures they're making, and then the two artists go at it. This is a young lion dryad.
I have to just real quick. I know you're new here, bud, and hey, you're doing great. We love to see it. But what I need you to stop doing is when you mention like that we are doing a thing, and then you interrupt yourself to say, "Well, I'm not. Lee is." Sean's been with me long enough to know that I am not me doing this show without you. You are just as important to this process as I am. I am making the pancakes, but you are helping me to not focus on what I'm doing, because then I might freak out. And then and to make this entertaining, really just sitting to watch me make pancakes is not as exciting.
I'd still disagree with that, but you know, that's me. I'm just here to talk.
Exactly. And I enjoy talking with someone and having the fun. So I just, if you devalue yourself one more time, I'm going to make a buzzer sound.
Please, like, I swear, you devalue yourself one more time, I will end you.
Yeah, I am going to freak out if you don't treat yourself with kindness and grace.
Oh, I love it.
But like, for real, you're amazing. There's a reason that you are a part of CNE in the facets that you are. And I'll tell you this, if I'm considered part of a community, I feel very well managed. You jumped in and gave me a show to do, and I have missed it. And so for real, man.
Well, I'm happy
I say that jokingly, but also just every person at CNE that is a part of this community and the streaming and the game. I mean, top down, everyone is so important, and I couldn't do the thing I do with any kind of success without all of you.
You the best, Lee.
I'm all right.
Okay, you stop devaluing. If I have to stop devaluing myself,
no, I'm just
you don't get to devalue yourself.
I'm great.
Jay did put in our text document about sketching hour. They roll 3 d20s, and there's a table of for monsters, cute animals, and adjectives. There we go. I love that. I love that so much. Yeah. That is one another good thing about this job. I now get to catch those because I need to.
Yeah, I think I was talking about before you ever stepped in to fill in for Sean. I was like, hey, now you get to professionally watch the show.
Yeah, I am a professional show watcher. Let's see.
Like, oh, hey, did you miss our episode? Yeah, cool, man. Get to work.
Storyteller Mars says, have we had like a sketching hour Griddle Champions crossover yet? I mean, this kind of is.
I think that would be a lot of fun and could easily be done. But there's just the matter of like.
You mean the batter of?
I'm gonna walk away. Yeah, but I mean, there would need to be a griddle in front of both of the artists mixing back. You know, I mean, I would happily walk them through the mix, the colors, all of that stuff. I think it would be a lot of fun.
I think it'd be fun if like you just guested on sketching hour where they still did their sketches up here and then you did your own with pancake art.
Oh,
that could be cool.
Get at me. What does my business card say again? With no other information that we were talking about earlier.
I turn goo into art.
I turn goo into art. And then maybe on the back, it'll just say, get at me.
Get at me.
And then they'll have that card. And they'll be like, there is literally no name, no number, no email address. What do I do?
It's like the Santa Claus. It's all written in small text around the border. Okay, so we're letting this one sit for a little bit. While we're doing that, after the flip, or while we're waiting for it, Lee had a great idea before the show, because we started this off with the joke of the variants, and variants is kind of in the zeitgeist right now. We thought it'd be fun. What if you could make a variant of a mission? What would it be? What would the rules be to it? Lee, you had an example. What was your example?
Okay, well, I was lurking this morning on Lauren's stream, partly because I was like, oh, I hope we have a show. Actually, at this point, I knew we had.
Yeah.
But I have not yet gotten to see Lauren in her new capacities as, what is it? Is it content coordinator? Is that what the role? I don't know, but yeah. She was streaming. She was streaming, and it was awesome because Lauren, I've said it before, was kind of my first friend in this community where I got to go, okay, yeah, I belong here. But she was opening Ellie Wick chests this morning, and there was like a snack thing, and she was talking also about how Orkira has marshmallows, and so she brought up like that would be a cool variant is characters that snack.
Oh, like, yeah.
And so
you could only use characters that snack. I love that.
That canonically snack. I mean, you can assume that everyone but Dragonbait, who shouldn't even be in the game, frankly.
That's not nice to say. That's our weekly end of show pancake. Jeez, Lee.
Oh yeah, timey wimeys. Yeah, Dragonbait's great.
Dragonbait's great. Oh my
god. But yeah, so I think that's really a cool variant.
Ooh. Lauren did put one in the chat already.
I'm gonna flip it.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Look at the little lion boy.
I wanna be a mighty tree. I'll be here all week. Well, or at least for another hour.
Yeah, I'm like, well, it's Friday, so Lauren's variant. You can only use characters with scales. Dragonborn, kobold, lizardfolk, turtles. I like that. I like that a lot. See, like, I would want to do something way too overly complicated, where it's like only characters who have the word maybe 3 times in their backstory.
Maybe?
Yeah, like you have to go hunt for it.
I mean, I would like it if it would be nice if it was something that had more than like maybe 3 characters.
It was just something that I came up with real quick.
I like it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I would want mine to be something like just super overly complicated that you like.
You could call it Quest Me Maybe.
Quest Me Maybe. Quest Me Maybe. Oh, I love that.
Hey, I just leveled you.
Hey, I just leveled you.
But here's my slot number. Quest Me Maybe.
Yeah, no, I kind of love everything about it. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, so Lance Hart says my real variant would be you can only use characters that use weapons that are even somewhat made out of wood, spears, staves, etc. Okay.
That's cool.
That's kind of cool. I like that. Let's see.
I think one of the coolest ones that would be like, wouldn't it be cool if there's this, but is a thing, is the one where like everything's okay, right? And I think it's like you can only use characters with O or K in their name. I think that's like an actual.
I think that is one.
And I think that is just neat.
See now making the overly complicated variant of mine even better. The game doesn't tell you no to using a character. But like if you don't have a character with the correct parameter, it like massively puts you behind.
All they do is walk along. They do no combat.
It just removes stacks every room. You actually got to go into the backstories and be like, all right, there's one, and there's two.
You know what I love about that idea, especially if you did like you can put them in formation, but they don't attack or have their abilities work, is the amount of work that would give Sean. People going, okay, so it let me use this character, but nothing is happening. The tickets that you would get from that.
Ooh, I really like this one from R Green Paradox. Dump stat variant. Champions that have at least one stat 7 or lower can be used.
Ooh.
That's a really good one.
What would you call it? Down in the dumps.
Down in the dumps. Lee, you're on fire. You're on fire. I like this. Reichel77 Dune variant. Blue eyes. Voice attached or bodysuits allowed. Be kind of cool. You can only be one god emperor. Is everything okay, Lee?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking because you did the gasp, which I thought was for Dune, but then you didn't move anymore.
Oh no, it was absolutely for Dune. I had to take a breath.
Okay, I'm glad. I was like, oh my god, did something happen? Did something go wrong? Let's see. Ooh, Garwar says variant idea. Only champions that have not had pancakes made of them yet.
Oh.